Hello, hello. Anybody out there? Facebook land? Ready to make a non-traditional Christmas card? Anybody? Anybody? All right. I'm cutting my mat real quick, although I probably should have it flat on the table because I just cut it crooked. No problem. Got it fixed. Make sure if you pop on that you say hi so I know you're there. Hi, Michelle. How are you tonight? If you say hi, I can tell if I can see comments. There they are. Thank you. Okay, so tonight, I haven't decided which way we're going to do this, so I don't want to cut this paper just yet, but this is going to be my background paper. Oh, I'm doing great. A little tired, but hanging in there. We're going to use, this is Scrappy Boy Stamps paper. It's called I Love Christmas, and I chose this sheet right here for tonight. I know these are not necessarily traditional colors, but I wanted to play with them, so that's what we're going to do tonight. So that's where the paper came from. The rest is Stampin' Up. I'm going to set that aside. Thought you recognized it? Yeah. I got it at one of the shows. So I have 3 separate items that we're going to use tonight. So we are going to make these little guys right here Christmas Cactus. And then I have this stamp and die set from the Ton, and it makes Christmas bulbs, but I don't want all the spots in it right now since I'm going to have this little guy in there. So we're just going to use the pieces that will make it into a Christmas bulb. So it would need to go like this, and then this one will hang it on the card. Not sure we'll need it very long, but oh, it was great. We had so much fun. It was really fun. It was exhausting, and we spent all day, and our feet hurt, and our legs hurt, and our back hurt, and everything hurt, but it was fun. And then I pulled this Concord Night stamp set. It's called Very Merry Sentiment stamp set. Don't know how old it is. I'm sorry, I don't. It says copyright 2018, so it might be an older stamp set. We're going to use Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It's the closest I could find to like Joy to the World to make it look like they're singing Christmas carols. So that could be a song, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So that's why I chose that sentiment. I put the cactus on here, and then I put the sentiment right there. We're going to stamp them at the same time, but this one will be stamped in black, and this one will be stamped in red. So I have Memento Black, and I have Love Letter Red, both in Memento. These are my favorite because I'm going to color, and it makes it easier that way. So we're going to take our dies, if I don't throw them at myself, and we're going to sit them over here so they're out of the way. And we'll start with our image. So I haven't really used this ink pad, so I'm not really sure how juicy it's going to be. But, oh, it looks like it's pretty good. So we might have to stamp it twice. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm going to open the black one, which I know needs a little bit of help. I bought a new ink pad, but I don't know where it is. You love the smiley face on it? I always put the smiley face on the newest pad. So I have about 4 of these laying around my house, and I always put the smiley face on the newest one so I can keep track of which one is the best one. Now I have a new one, so I have to put a different smiley face on it. I do that with stuff that Dale and I have the same of. Sometimes if he has the same paper or the same, you know, craft supply, I'll put a happy face on mine so that he can, we can know which one's mine and which one's his. Then I can't say, is that mine? I'll just know if it's mine just by looking at it. Now it looks like I might have got a little bit too much on the Christmas, so we may have to stamp this more than once. I've never stamped that one before. Nope, it's perfect. Oh, you hear Jack. It's perfect. I love it. And this one came out great, and so we are good to go. That worked out just grand. Now, you guys know I've been gone for a while, so I had quite a trip on the way home, Michelle. Not joking. Got stuck on the Florida Turnpike with a blowout.
Don't share craft supplies. I share mine with you if you don't share with me.
We don't share. Well, it depends on what it is. I don't share Copics. That is for sure. I do share some things. Paper. I don't share share my heating tool either, because then it disappears and I can't find it when I need it. So I bought him his own tool, heating tool, because
you gave me the crocodile, then you took it back.
I gave him the crocodile and then I took it back. I was an Indian giver on the crocodile. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Melanie.
Then you gave it back again.
Yep, and then I gave it back again, and now I have one and he has one. So yeah, there's that. So I chose some colors here, and as you can tell, they're not traditional Christmas colors.
Hi, Michelle.
But they do need to match this paper that we chose. So I worked really hard to try to match up these colors with Copics, and I'm hoping this works out great. I also found some bling that is from Doodlebug, because I love Doodlebug, and look at how good all of these match perfectly. So at some point we're going to use some of this for our bling, but I don't know which one yet. Hey, Melanie. So one more rundown for all those of you who are popping in. This is our cacti set. The sentiments are from Concord and 9th. And the paper is from Scrappy Boy Stamps. This is a collection. I'm just supporting everybody tonight. The die is from the ton that we're going to use. Can I do a close-up on the paper? On the one piece or the whole thing? You want to see the whole thing. So there's these 6 sheets and these 6 sheets, so 24 sheets total. And then the one piece that we're going to use looks like this. I just love this. This is one of my favorite sheets. So we're going to use this, and then we're going to match it with these pens. So one piece. This is the back. This is the front. Hi, Lily. Pretty cool, huh? This is really cute paper. I really like it. I bought a couple from him, a superhero one and that Christmas one, but I really liked the Christmas one, so we're going to use it tonight. So I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to make these little guys all green, in the same green. So we're going to start with that. So I have YG17 to start with. And I'm going to start with the mama. But we're going to pretend like these guys, this whole family here is doing the singing Christmas carols. So that is my plan, and I'm going to stick to it tonight for sure. I wanted to do something a little bit on the Christmas side, but I couldn't really decide what to do, so I decided on Christmas caroling cacti. There you go. How fun is that? Hey, Mama. We're going to have some cactus singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I think Kyle would appreciate this because he lives in Arizona. So I'm just putting in the shadow areas with this YG17. These guys are all going to be very light colored. They're going to be a very light green, so it's not going to be a dark green. But I like to do inside the mouth the darkest color. I mean, that's just the way I like to do it. So I figured if we started on the left and worked to the right, I wouldn't stick my hand over top of the coloring. So that's my theory. Now we're going to go to YG25, and we're just going to extend out from where we put the YG17. Just going to extend it out a little bit further. It's a little bit of a difference between the two, so I'm going to do a second pass over where the two colors meet up, just so I don't have any lines in there. Good theory. Yep. I haven't done, honestly, this is the first time I picked up markers since the last live that I did with you guys. So I am happy to be back coloring with you guys. Sometimes I have to go a ways without getting to use my markers, which is very challenging because I love it so much. But, you know. So I got, when I went to Disney World, I got a lounge fly. It's my first lounge fly ever. So I'm really excited about that. And I got ears that matched. And yes, I wore them at Disney. It was super fun. Now we're on YG23. And then I didn't really buy a whole lot at Disney, but I sure did some shopping up there in Florida with Tyler and Cameron, which was super fun. And Jamie, of course. She was there too for most of the time. She did go home before I did, though. I'm sure she was super happy she wasn't riding with me since I got stuck on the highway for about 3 hours, which was really disappointing. I had a blowout. Oh, you want to see my bag? Can you go get my ears, honey? And YG13 is next. I really love the lounge fly, and everybody was asking me about it at Disney because I actually bought it at the downtown Disney shopping area before we went to Disney so I could take it with me, and I really loved it. Thanks, hon. So these are my ears. And you see the purple and teal all over in the top of them? That's how the bag is too. I was by myself and it was 4 a.m. so it was not good. This is the lounge fly. Isn't it cute? It's the same color. They are so me. They are me. That's what Jamie said too. It's so you. I really like it. I'm super happy with it. So, yeah, it was 4 a.m. I sat there until I think 6 or 6:30 waiting for someone to come and help me. It was a fiasco, I'm not gonna lie. I called my roadside assistance and they put it in order, and then they canceled it and told me they don't change tires on the highway. And I was like, well, I mean, what do you do? So they said they wanted to tow it, and I didn't want to tow it. It's expensive to tow it, and why would I need to tow it if it just needed a new tire and I had a spare? So it was very frustrating. So they told me to call 911. So I did. And thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. It was very scary to be stuck on the road at 4 a.m. Yes, it was. So I pulled myself off. I rode on the flat for a little bit until I got to a construction zone. And when I got to a construction zone, I had more room on the side of the road. So I pulled over there. But then they started coming in with the trucks and stuff. So then I had trucks on one side and semis on the other. And yeah, it was all kind of scary. But even the construction guys walked by and none of them would help me. Can you believe that? How sad is that? Yeah, 911. That's what they told me to call. So I did. And they have something in Florida called a road ranger, which sounds funny, but they call them a road ranger. And they forwarded me to the road ranger. And they said, okay, we'll be there when we can. So I had no idea how long that was going to take. So finally, when I knew Tyler and Cameron would be up, I called them because I really wasn't that far from their house. And Tyler came out right before he got there. The road ranger showed up and changed my tire. But then I had a donut, so I had to go get a new tire. And yeah, it was a whole cut. I know, right? There were like 8 guys, construction guys over there, and just watching me. None of them wanted to help me. I was disappointed. Also a little scared because they were all just standing over there talking, and I was like, either come over here and help me or, you know, go away because you're making me nervous. So I woke Dale up because I got upset. After about 2 hours, I kind of started losing it. And he talked me off the fence, which was nice. So yeah, it was a bit of a fiasco. By the time I got my tire changed and went back and reloaded the car and all that kind of stuff, it was 11 a.m. So my trip that was supposed to, right, Jenny? Seriously. My trip that was supposed to take 15 hours because there's a time difference actually took me 21 hours. So that was very frustrating. 21 hours to get home from Florida. So yeah, it was a bit of a rough go this time. I hope that's the last time. The good thing was I had just gotten those tires before I went to Arizona for our Arizona show, and I bought the warranty on them. So when I got to the discount tire, they no sleep till home. They told me I had the warranty on them, so it was only $24 to fix my tire, which made me really happy. He's like, I have good news for you. You have a warranty. I was like, yay. I was pretty sure I did, but it was nice to hear him say it. They did it in an hour and a half. So there were a ton of people in the shop, so I had to wait there. Yeah, it was crazy. No, I'm a one-shot wonder when I drive. I like to just go and get where I'm going. So I like to get a lot of rest before I leave, which is why I didn't leave at the same time Jamie did, because she left right after the day after Disney, and I was too tired for that mess. So I'd be seeing things. Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time. Dale did call and talk to me a lot on the road, though, because I have hands free and I can talk while I'm driving. He talked to me just to keep my mind occupied. It makes time go by faster. So that was super sweet of him. I'm going to make, usually we make this like a boy and we make it the same color as him. But I think I'm going to put red on top this time. The pinkish red that we're going to use. And I missed the dad's arm. Dale talked to me for 24 hours. Well, he was supposed to be working, so I gave him breaks from talking to me, but I do sing very loudly in the car. You could never ask me to sing outside of the car, not gonna happen. But in the car, I sing like I'm a rock star, man. I mean, it doesn't sound like I'm a rock star, but I sing as loud as a rock star could. I do a lot of singing. When Jamie's with me, we listen to books on tape. But she wasn't there, so I didn't have her app to listen to books on tape. So I'm just glad I have a break now. We don't have a show until January. Car karaoke is the best. See, you know me. It is the best. I love car karaoke. It makes me so happy, especially when there's no one in the car with you and you can just belt that stuff out, even though you sound, off key and not so great. It's still super fun.
Unless I'm driving the snap roulette.
Unless you're driving what?
Unless I'm driving that snap roulette.
Oh, Dale says unless he's driving me, and then it's not karaoke, it's nap roulette, because one minute I'm awake and the next minute I'm not. It's crazy because I can drive long distances easily, but if I'm the passenger, I'm terrible. I cannot stay awake. I just have to sleep all the time. So whenever Dale drives me around, I'm usually sleeping. Look like a crazy person when in the car smiling and singing like, oh, I know. I'm this same way, Jenny. I'm this same way. I know when people drive by, they're like, look at that crazy girl in the car singing her head off. You can't sleep in a car? Oh, girl, I can sleep in a car, let me tell you. I did take a nap on the way up. I did stop at the Welcome Center for Mississippi, because I was so tired once the sun came up. I decided to take a nap. And Jamie was like, how are you going to take a nap with all that stuff in the car? And I said, oh, girl, I don't even have to be laying down. If I'm tired, I can sit up and go to sleep. She's like, you're crazy. You can't sleep in the car either? Oh, I can sleep in the car. You can ask Dale. I can sleep like nobody's business in a car. Anywhere, actually. Yep. And then the good thing is when I got back, I got to have Cooper the other day for the day. His mama was going to the football game, so I got to have him over here and we painted and crafted. It was super fun. And we made some cool stuff. I'm going to show it to you tonight. I've bought a few things at the expos. I usually don't have time to shop at the expos, but when we have Cameron and Tyler, sometimes I get a chance to step away, even though most of the time I don't. But they're usually super helpful. So I got to walk away and check out some stuff. And so I picked up a few things I wanted to make for Christmas. And when Cooper came over, I was like, well, maybe we'll paint, like acrylic paint, these wooden things that I got. And he loved it. You know, he's 5. He'll be 6 in January. And he was so excited and so good at the, like, I didn't realize they grow so fast. I didn't realize he'd be so good at the painting, but he was. And we had such a good time. I'd show you what he did, but he took his stuff home. He was like, I'm over it. I'm taking mine with me. So let's see how good we did at matching up the green in here. I think pretty good, don't you? Pretty good green matchup there. So I'm happy about that. And now we're going to do the pink and the blue. Now his mustache is going to have to be a gray color. So I didn't pull those ahead of time, but I think I'm going to do 6, 4, and 2 in the W's. And you know, this is what I love about Cooper, is that I picked him up, brought him home. As soon as he walks in the door, he says, Grandma, let's go craft in the craft room. And it just makes me so happy. It just warms my heart that he loves to craft. And Haley said, the teacher says he loves art class. I said, yep, that's his grandma for you. Okay, so we had to get this little mustache going because we couldn't do that blue. It just has to be gray. So that was W6, W4, and W2. So we took care of those. And then I think I might use this W6 for that little line up here in his hat. And then we'll take the W2. Does he want to play with my Copics? Not yet. He's really happy with his own bucket of color pencils and stuff. He has not asked for the markers yet. He has asked about them when I'm coloring with them, but he hasn't asked to use them. He will have to be significantly older before he can even think about touching a Copic. Okay. So for the dad, I picked BG 34, 32, and 11 because we're trying to stay with the colors on this paper over here. So BG 34. And he's pretty happy with his, you know, he has his own little set of colors. They're just, he prefers color pencils. The little ones be creative. Such amazing little minds and make things I'd never think to try. Yes. He can use Dale's. Yeah, so I buy those things that you can get at Michael's, like the little kits where you can, you know, little wooden kits or little projects and stuff. And by the way, my mom brought me some recently that she had gotten at a garage sale, and they had these little little turkey and some Thanksgiving characters like squirrel and stuff like that. But when you make them, you have to put them together. They're foam, and when you make them, you attach them to this little thing that when you push it down, it sticks and then it pops up. I don't know if you guys remember those from when you were a kid, but oh my goodness, did we have the best time with those things. Now he doesn't even need my help when he's putting together like he used to before. I would always have to tell him, like, here's where you put the head and the feet and all that stuff. And I don't have to tell him anything anymore. He said, I'll just follow the picture. So he made all 4 of the little characters, and then we popped them all around the table, and it was super fun. And I had a few other ones that we did, which was like caterpillar and butterfly and a couple other things, and that was pretty fun too. And he didn't need any assistance with that either. And then I got the wooden stuff out, which he normally colors with markers, like store-bought markers, not my markers. And this time I said, let's paint. And he was like, paint? And I said, yeah, it would be so fun. So he was like, okay. So we taught him, you know, the paintbrush and the water, and then, you know, and he did fabulously. I was so proud. And he colored a bunch of the wooden things. He's a little tough on himself, so we had to have a little bit of, you know, sort of, I wouldn't say counseling, but that's the only word that pops in my head right now. But, you know, just like we do with people who watch us color and say, oh, I could never do that, or oh, mine doesn't look as good as yours, or, you know, stuff like that. He was saying, my painting isn't as good as yours, Grandma. It doesn't look good. I'm not in the lines. And so we had to have the whole talk about, don't compare. I've been doing this way longer than you, and you're doing great, and all that good stuff. So we had to have those little talks. And then I said, we have extras. You can try again. And so he tried again, and he really liked it. Took him home to his mama to hang on the tree and was really excited. So it was super fun. I think I'm going to do this part over here in the same color. So I was going to close up my marker, but now I've decided not to. But it was fun. It was really fun. I missed him a lot. Have you guys been making anything cool for Christmas as gifts and stuff? I've started. I'm going to show you guys the wooden stuff I painted here in just a little bit, just so you can see and I can tell you where I got them. They're super fun, pretty easy to do, and they're really, really cute. So I'm really happy with how they came out. So we only have 3 colors with the pink, so I'm using this one a little bit more than I normally would at this point. But I only have a 3 color combination on these pieces right here. And my car turned over 100,000 miles on my way to Florida. Goodness gracious, I tell you. We're going to have a girls' crafty day at my mom's on Saturday. We lost power and went shopping instead. Oh, bummer, right? Shopping can be fun too. It's so cute. He's such a cutie. Oh, by the way, Michelle, tomorrow on my agenda is to make your name for your marker. So if you get a message from me, it's because I'm asking questions about colors or, you know, stuff like that. So I made a list when I got home of what I had to do, and that made it to the agenda for tomorrow. So look at these cute little these cute little Christmas Carol cacti right here. I think they look really cute. I like them. I'm super happy with them. And they're non-traditional colors, which I like as well. It gives me a good one to play with. Okay, now that I'm backing up, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to, I don't have a die cut for this one, so I'm going to have to fussy cut this, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do it in one big block or if I'm going to do each word, which I think would be fun. But I'm going to use the die cuts to cut out the cactus. So I already have them cut. So I'm just going to put them on here. I'm going to use my little nifty diamond press to cut them out.
Would you be able to use something from your project die to cut a square out? Or a rectangle out?
What's that?
Would you be able to use one of your project dies to cut a rectangle out?
I would, but I think I want the words separate. These are some washi tape I used for something I die cut earlier. Just reusing the same piece. Just gonna stick it in here. I still have really old folder, but it works. Letting my Gemini get a rest from cutting make and takes for a little while. Let them get a little rest going on. And then this fell out. There we go. Perfect. I love how I got that on there just right. So I'm happy with that. By the way, I know you guys were asking before, the little bears for your glue, they're going to be back in stock tomorrow. So that is exciting. I am going to need this. I'm just going to leave this here because we're going to need it to cut the circle. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this out. We'll just cut this out. It shouldn't take very long. It should be pretty quick. And we'll just cut it out. And that way, if we have it cut in pieces, we can, it doesn't have to be lined up on the page. I can do it however I want. I'm just going to start by cutting the whole block. And then we'll cut it a little bit at a time. So that one, and that one. I think I'll cut it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Can you guys see me? Let me move up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Just cutting out these words so I have them separately. I kind of want them to be, you know, pretty consistently cut the same. So I'm just leaving a little bit of a width on each one of them. And I think I'm going to leave and Mary together because then I won't lose it. Oops, I got off just a little bit. There we go. A little bit more off of this side so it matches the rest. Cut a little bit more off of this one. I turn it around so I can see that one. And we get one more and then we are done with that. And it went a little darker with this Love Letters red, but it's still in the same color family, so it matches up pretty good. We'll just dump the rest of that paper into the trash can. Woohoo! All right. So now we have our sentiments and we have our cactus. Let me grab the dies that I want to use. Now I want this to be my background paper. So I'm going to use this green, which is also going to be the back, like this is going to be the background. This one will go on top and then the back of the circle will be in this one as well. So I think what I'm going to do is put them on there first because then I can cut them out perfectly within the circle and I don't have to line anything up after I get done. I left my glue open last night, so I got to make sure. I got a little glue booger there on the top. That's what I call them. And I get a little bit of that. All right. And did you guys know? Are you guys ready? There's a new release this weekend. Did you know that? Are you excited? It's gonna be so cool. I'm excited.
It's your artwork again.
It is my artwork again. Yes, from me. All 4 of them I think are mine this time.
Yeah, it's all yours.
It's all mine. All 4 stamp sets will be mine this time. Yay! Yeah, already. It's almost time. There we go. See, then when we cut out the circle, we'll cut it out already with them in it. I think that will be great. So we're going to use the same washi tape. Yeah. I know. I'm excited. I'm going to actually cut the string that's going to hang, I think in the same color. But we're going to have to find a different color, like a gray for this, I think. But we can make the string the same color, I think. Who knows? We'll see as we go what it looks like. I have never used this die, so I'm hoping this is how you put it together. You know, I always like to do new stuff I've never done before with you guys. Yep, Saturday. So be on the lookout Saturday for the new release video. There'll be a new release video. I don't think Jamie and I have discussed whether it'll be me, her, or both. But we'll be doing a video to show you the new release. Be ready, because it's, if I have to say so myself, it's pretty awesome. It's definitely different than what you've seen historically with us. So it's some new stuff I've never done before, but decided to try it. And the design team likes it, so I hope you guys will too.
And our marriage survived it.
Huh?
And our marriage survived it.
Yes. Dale is my critique when I'm drawing, and sometimes it feels like it gets a little rough. Because I'm not really the best at taking constructive criticism.
Because I draw also.
He draws also, so he critiques kind of rough, and I just have to stick with that. I think I have a piece of silver paper in my scrap drawer, so give me just a second to get that out, because I think if I have silver sparkly paper, it'll look super cool. So, oh, I found green sparkly paper. There's got to be some silver in here. Uh-oh, I found it. And it's a small piece, so it's perfect. Yes, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Okay, did I already cut this? I did. I couldn't remember, you guys. My brain, what is happening? Okay, so it's so it worked perfectly. They fit in there just right. And then it cut these. It cuts 3 at a time. Not that we need 3, but it just automatically cuts 3, which is nice, because if you do need 3, you don't have to worry about that. So we only need 1, so I don't need to peel the other 2 out of there, but they do come out pretty easily. I only need 1. And then I found this. I bet you get sneak peeks. I won't lie, every now and then she gets a sneak peek, but not very often. Only when I'm unsure about the art and I want another opinion. I sometimes will send her a rough draft and say, what do you think about this? So not all the time though. Sometimes she's surprised just like you guys are. Especially since she hasn't even been home. She's been in Pennsylvania for like a long time. So I haven't even seen her to let her see it. And I can't show you guys any sneak peeks because I don't even have the stamp set handy. Well, that's not true. It is sitting right over there on top of my printer. Okay, so this makes the little topper, and I think since we chose the largest one, we need this little topper on here. Oh, it's gonna cover his hat. Bummer. We colored his hat and it's gonna cover his hat, but that's okay. We could try to put a smaller one on. Let's see how it looks. We got 3 sizes. Well, we got 2 sizes. I mean, this is the way they go on, right? With the bubbly part down like that. I don't know. You know, I haven't put up a Christmas tree in almost 6 years. So, as soon as my son went into the Air Force, that was the last time I put a tree up. That was the last time he was home for Christmas. So, I think it needs to stick up like that, so some of his hat will show. There we go. Bubbly part goes up. Is that right, honey?
Nope.
Nope, I think it goes down. Like that. Bubbly side down.
But you can just do it on the edge.
On the edge of what? Oh, yeah, all the way up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll be good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. After all, at the end of the day, it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, let's put this little baby together and see how it goes. I think I'm trying to decide. Here's the dilemma. Do I want it to go like this, or do I want it to go like this? I kind of want it to go like this, I think. Okay, decision made. Come on, don't get lost. I want all my pieces to stay together. I got white for the inside. I chose this tan color for the outside, and then this one will be my background. So I want this paper to go in this direction, so it goes in the same direction as the people are. So we need this to be in just about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the paper. Same with this one. So I want you to be able to see it, but just the background paper, but just a little bit. So just see how well I did at eyeballing that. Yep, just like that. I just want you to be able to see it a little bit. You kind of can't see it much at all. I think I like it though. Maybe we'll cut just a little bit more. I usually don't do an 1/8 inch. I usually do like 1/4 of an inch. I was gonna try to do it without doing 1/4 of an inch, but I can't help myself. So now I'm trimming it again. It's more my style that way. I'm also thinking maybe I should round the corners because this is round. I do have a handy dandy little corner rounder here. Maybe just on this one. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I have another piece of paper if I don't like it. It'll give us just a little bit more of that green. I did not fold this card very well. Straight here and a line there. Oh, look, flip it over and you're all good. Perfect. So, should I round the corners on the background paper as well? What do you guys think? Should I, honey? What do you think? I think maybe we should do them too. All right, if not, speak now, speak now. Oh, you want to see it a little closer before I punch it? Should I round the corners on the blue one? What if we rounded the corners on the card base as well? Wouldn't that be unique? Let's do all of them. Ah, she said leave it. Too late. I'm sorry, I didn't wait long enough, and now I've already cut it. Bummer. Sad for me. Since we're gonna try it, we might as well try it. Let's do the whole thing. We don't need the paper inside trimmed. Ooh, slippery little sucker. Woo! This will be a really unique card because I don't usually do the outside of the card, but hey, why not, right? Make it unique. Get in there, little guy. Woo! It's flicking everywhere. They're popping out all over the place. They've lost their marbles. We got to do the inside paper too because it won't look right if the inside is square. So we'll just do it, all of it rounded. Now I made a mess. See, that'll look cute in there. It'll be perfect. And then this one on the outside will look like this. I've never rounded the corners of the card base before, but I kind of like it. Okay, we're going to put this together, but we're not going to put it on the card base just yet because I want to trim this off at the top of here. I don't want it hanging off the card. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Glue dried on the lid again. Looks like I'm putting a lot of glue, but I'm really not. It's really not a lot of glue. It will still be beautiful. I hope so, because I really am going to use this as a Christmas card. Let me slide it around because I have it off a little bit. There we go. Oh, come on, don't be too wiggly. There we go. It's still off center. What the heck is wrong with me tonight? I'm having a hot flash. I think that's part of it. Having a hot flash, so it's a little hard for me to concentrate at the moment. But it'll pass. There we go. Better, 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 better. I'm going to use my espresso to just burnish that real good since I pulled it off once or twice. Okay, then we got to put this on there, and I think I want to pop it up. Do y'all want to pop it up? I think it'll be cute if it's popped up. Let's pop it up. We can't wobble it because if we wobbled it, then the string wouldn't work. So I've refreshed my Sweet Pops so we can definitely use those. And it'll be okay if the string is under. I think it'll be fine. So we're going to put quite a few on here because I like to have a lot of Sweet Pops. A lot, a lot, a lot. Ooh, I'm still having a hot flash. It's a long hot flash. One more. Then we're going to glue this on the top. I'm going to use my tweezers because I can't seem to hold on to it very well. I want them to be straight. So I'm just going to put glue on the bottom part of this. I'll probably put a pop dot on the back of it as well. so it stands up with the rest of it. I want to make sure I get it on there the way I want right now while it's wet. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to press it with my espresso just to get a good hold there. And then I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to trim it off with just a sliver. And I'm going to take that sliver and I'm going to put it right here so I pop up the top as well. And when I pull that off to pop up the top, that's when I'm going to put this, I'm going to attach this to that. I think it'll look good like that. So no glue on this bottom half. We're going to peel these off so we can stick it down. I like these colors. They're not traditional Christmas colors, but I really like them. I think it's super cute. Definitely out of my comfort zone for sure. Does anyone else do Christmas cards that are out of their comfort zone colors? Because normally I do like a dark red and a little bit of a hunter green. I like dark red and hunter green. It's like a cranberry and hunter green. I'm not into the red like some people are. I like it to be dark red. Okay, I am going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this little stem because we are going to want that to lay down. I know I'm going to end up cutting it off where the glue is, but that's okay. Alright, so we got this right here. We got our little string here. Yes, I just got glue on my table, which is okay because it rubs right off. That's the best part about Barely Art glue. I'm going to peel that off, clip that off. Now we have a string, we have an ornament, so cute. Now we're going to put our sentiments on. It does seem like they're kind of singing, huh? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And I'm going to, instead of putting them straight, I'm going to kind of zigzag them a little because I like it like that. A merry little Christmas. And now it fits better on here. It covers up more of the space. I think it looks really cute. So I'm going to pick them up and put the glue on them with my tweezers so I can lay them down exactly where I want them to be. So here. Oh, I already used paper, you can see. Kind of put an A Mary sort of. You love that I cut them apart? I do too. I do that a lot with my stamp sets. I'll stamp it and then I'll cut the sentiment apart and use it differently. I don't know why I do that so much, but I like it that way. And this one for sure, because it's such a big sentiment that you can place it on there however you want. I really like that. You can fill in more space and it's just perfect. And we lined those up pretty good, huh? Alright, now we're going to makes it look like so many different stamps. It does. I'd sit there and waste 15 minutes rearranging the words. Oh yeah, I just wing it. I can't. You know what? I learned that a long time ago. So I'm going to tell you how I learned that, to just roll with it. And it just will be what it is. It was when I learned how to scrapbook. So it used to take me like a whole day to do a 2-page layout, like the whole day, because I would lay this stuff down and pick it up and lay it down and pick it up, and I was like, I don't know if I like this better or that better. And eventually I got to the point where I said, I'm just gonna stick it down. It's just gonna be what it is, and if I like the page, great, and if I don't, great. And so I quit spending all that time pondering, and just whenever I catch myself doing that, I just say, I'm just going to stick it down. And it's just going to be what it is. It's only paper and I can always do it again. You're right. That's exactly right. So I quit pondering and just rolled with it. And I've had a few that I got done and said, nah, it's not my favorite. But at least I moved on. And I made a whole bunch more cards, so it is what it is. And you know, what you like isn't necessarily what everyone else likes. So eventually you're going to find someone who's going to love that decision that you made, even though it wasn't the one that you liked. Somebody will like it, and they'll be all excited about it. So you can just roll with it. All right, now we need a little bit of bling, so I'm going to look at these, and I think what I'm going to do, I think the snowflakes are too big, but I think these little teeny things in between are perfect. I think even though these colors work really well, they don't really go with the stuff, and I have 2 of these, so I can just use the little teeny blings out of it. I think they'll be perfect. You won't see them a lot, but I'm really okay with that. It doesn't have to show up a whole lot. We could put 3 of them right in here. So let's do a green, a blue, and a red. So we'll just do a little green one here. And no, that's blue. A little blue one there. Little green one here, and we'll do the little red one right here, and I think that'll be perfect. I don't even think I need any more than that. I think that does it for me. What do you think? You guys like it? Super fun, right? That is non-traditional Christmas at its best, right there. And then we're going to flip it over, and we're going to stamp the back, because you should always sign your artwork. And yes, cards are artwork.
The Christmas pickle.
Huh?
The Christmas pickle.
The Christmas cactus. You'd love it? It's super cute. Look at how much you could do with your little Christmas cactus. So cute. So, now that you guys hung out with me and made it to the end, yay, thank you so much. Now I want to show you what we created the other day. Anybody want to see? What Cooper and I painted? While Cooper painted cool stuff, I painted these wooden gift card holders. Not kidding. I don't know if you've ever seen a wooden gift card holder, but it looks like this. So I painted it. This was all just plain wood. I painted all the pieces, put it together. See how it's like dimensional? And then on the back, there's a little pocket right here where the gift card goes. So it's a wooden tag gift card holder. Isn't that cool? And so I did this one. And I did this one. I still need to put the white accents of the glare from the light on the lights. I haven't done that yet. But there's where the gift card holder goes, and you can put a ribbon on it if you want. And then I also did this one as well. warm and cozy. This one's in purple and blue and teal, and it has the gift card holder as well. Super cute, right? These are really neat. I wasn't sure about them because when I got them, they look like this. And I was like, those are really cute, but I've never painted. So I thought, well, why not? I'll try it. So this is actually from Two Crafty Chicks by Bella and Grace. And it's called a Crafty Kit. And look, it says you can order at bellaandgraceshop.com. Aren't they really cool? And you just get all the pieces. It's pretty self-explanatory. There, it was $7. It's a gift card holder tag. This is the reindeer. So you just take the pieces off. It tells you exactly where to put them because it's burned into the wood. And then you paint all the pieces and then you put them together. So this one will go here. And then I can make his nose red. And then his little antlers go on here. So you can paint it in pieces. So you don't have to worry about the like getting it in the wrong place. There's the little tab. And then, I don't know. This one. I guess you could put the, I don't know where you put them.
Flip it over. No,
This,
you want it. Yeah,
like this?
That.
So maybe you could put it like kind of on his antlers, but not really. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. I haven't decided what I'm doing. He doesn't even have a smile on here. He needs a smile. But the other ones were super easy. They all just flowed together. But this one, I might have to look up. They have a link where you can go and look at what you bought and see how they did it. This one isn't as self-explanatory as I thought, because I don't know if these are supposed to go up here, maybe. It could go like that. I don't know. You can make it however you want. But they're super cute. And they were fun to color. And they didn't take all that long. And they give you images on their site for how it looks. And they had a bunch of other ones. I just got these 4 because I thought they were cute. But I wanted to make sure I got them done. So there they are. Super cute. They were fun. They're a gift and a gift card. So that's a bonus. And tonight we used the Cacti stamp set, which was generally looks a little more birthday-ish, but we turned it into a Christmas cactus. We used the ornament is actually from the ton. It's called Confetti Shapes Circle. So what you do is you stamp this in an embossing ink and then put a color on it, and then you heat it and it puts these sparkles inside the ornaments. And then they gave you the ornament die cuts. And then I used the Scrappy Boy paper pad. And then I used Concord and Ninth's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So now you know all the pieces that I used tonight. You can create yours yourself, but this is the card. It's super cute. And the colors matched up great. I'm really excited that I was able to match the colors so well. So that's all I have for you tonight. I will be here again tomorrow night and Thursday night at 9:30 Central Time this week. So come back and see me tomorrow night and we'll do something else. And thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a great evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.